Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I'm here on behalf of the Chairman Organization for World Peace. As my listeners, members, and from many countries, even the excellencies, ministers, presidents, member parliaments, laborers, women, students, all kind of people are well aware that our Organization for World Peace is working for the betterment and for the better understanding between different communities and cultures. And it is my duty and honor to address the people of the world on behalf of my organization. We know that our main goal is to create understanding, harmony among the different nations of the world. This is the reason we are concerned and we watch different changes which is happening in different origin of the world. Let me talk today about Latin America. When we talk about Latin America, today I would like to address the issues related with the important nation of Latin America, I mean the great country Venezuela. As everybody knows well, that we don't have any personal interest with any particularly political group or political party or religion, race or origin. My main ideology is based on justice and based on peace for the better harmony in any part of the world. When we talk about Venezuela, there are so many issues to discuss. Let me briefly show my concern and bring my great concern about some differences with what is happening in Venezuela. Many think that the Venezuelan nation is not enjoying the real spirit of democracy. But let me come direct to the point. Last year, just after the death of the Venezuelan leader Chavez, and other election was held, and after the elections, the government of Nicolas Maduro, is in power. Let me judge and explain his position. I can see, and I remember I was one of the international observers in the election. The election was completely and entirely according to the rules, and it is which was held under the same system about which once Jimmy Carter, the ex-president, Honorable Jimmy Carter, was said that it is one of the best electoral system in the world. Maduro was elected by that system. There was 17 different processes to cast a vote and for the true and right way of the elections. Of course, when a government is elected by the people and they say it is for the people, it means it is definitely according to the spirit of the democracy. Of course, there are some concern everywhere in the world. About every election in the world, there could be some concern. But the international team and nobody couldn't find any real any objection about clearly democratic elections. Now let's see why there are certain problems in Venezuela. Let me come to a point. Just less than 20 years ago, the position of the poverty was so bad in Venezuela that there was one doctor for maybe about more than 20,000 people. And now there is a one doctor only for 1,000, 1,500 people. And a lot of doctors are working in Venezuela like a social exchange trade system. That the Venezuelan government is cooperating with the Cuban, and the Cuban are sending them the doctors, surgical doctors and medical doctors, and a lot of other services related to medical and the health sector. Let me bring one very important point. The numbering of the students in Venezuela is increasing very rapidly. And right now, according to the statistics, it is one of the best and the highest ratio of the students for the higher education is in Venezuela. Just 20 years ago, it was just a dream. The people was forced, or the people was not in the position to have the good and enough proteins just 20 years ago. It was less than 600 calories. Many Venezuelan people was unable to afford normal protein full food, but now they are able to afford about 3,000 calories, which are even more than the normal recommended use of protein every day. It means people are getting a better future. People have the facilities which must be provided by a state to the people. People have the opportunity to enjoy their life in the field of education, in the field of health, and in the field of their necessity. Of course, there is a strong opposition in Venezuela, and it is their right. And being a political scientist, I agree that every country should have a strong opposition. It is never mind. But where is the real issue and what is our concern? Our concern is when the people, when the governments, when the groups, when the political parties outside the border of a certain independent and sovereign country try to involve and try to use their influence in another state. This is what is going to happen and what is happening in Venezuela right now. There is a superpower. There are some other countries who are always concerned for the changes in Venezuela. Even they are not happy, and they are never happy about the result of the elections whenever it is in the result of the present political party. Political party is not, I'm not a part of any political party of the world. So let me explain what is our real concern. We are not ready being peacemaker. We are not ready as a mediators. We are not ready to see that there is a harsh behavior from outside of any country. And let me clearly say that the Venezuelan people should be given a chance, and the opportunity to run their own country according to their wishes, according to their belief, according to their political thoughts, and according to their own way of success. Of course, opposition can claim within the country, within the border, and without having any support from abroad. the sport from abroad, interference from abroad, and pressure from other country is never acceptable, and it is not according to any international rules for a sovereign state. Let me explain another concern, that there must be anything must be judged according to the basic principle of foreign policies. There is and there are certain countries, they damn care about what are the rules. I'm from Denmark and I know the misbehave of the media. I have personally listened to news from certain countries in favor of Venezuela. And we have confirmed the news with our own resources. But while we listen and we read the behavior and the news covered by a European media and even from Denmark, it is very different. Why? Because it is not a fight of democracy. This is not a concern about the people of Venezuela. It is a concern of the people, political thoughts. Whatsoever. This is a modern world. We are living in a century where humans are trying to go above the skies. So why we are fighting? Why some Zionist and imperialist powers are trying to capture and to rule over the other nations of the world? We have to open our eyes. We have to show our concern. We have to show our abilities. We have to show our friendship. We have to show our concern for the solidarity with the people of the world, not with the governments. Of course, governments is one part and very important part of for any country. But when we say our concern, I mean the concern of the intellectual class of the world, the concern of the laborer class of the world. I mean the concern of the women, the concern of the students, the concern of the mothers, the concern of everyone wherever he comes from. In my views, and being a chairman for peace organization, I would like to clear one point, that our sport is based on following principles. Number one, that what international human rights issues and the laws say about the interference in the issues of an independent state like Venezuela. Number two, what should be the basic diplomatic principles? Is it should be on the basis of master not friend or friend not master? But what I feel that some strong country, American, his allies, and even in European countries and some other country of the world, they want to implement and dominate their own thinking and principles and so-called diplomatic principles on other countries. I love America, I love Pakistan, I love England, I love Venezuela. This is my policy because I believe and trust that the people of the world are innocent, and some so-called democratically elected leadership is misusing their power, even though they are elected democratically, but their behavior is not as a democratic leader. In this world, in the last decades or 1.5 decades especially, so many imposed war has destroyed certain country of the world, including Afghanistan and some part of Pakistan. Let me say Iraq, now Syria, and just about 20 years ago, Bosnia, and there are so many other examples, and still there are certain and definite problems in, let me say, in Egypt, in Palestine, in where we can see problems in Korean Peninsula. We can see problems between India and Pakistan in the issue of Kashmir. But right now, why I'm giving such an example and why I'm indicating these names? Because in some of the policies of the Zionist and imperialist state has destroyed some state of the world. After they have left the country, after having war, imposing war with the name of weapons of mass destruction, with the name of democracy, why they are not looking and watching what is happening in Bahrain? Same is the case, now they want to destroy Venezuela in order to impose their own best liking political party. They want to give them sport with the name of democracy. But our concern is very clear, and I want to say and humbly request to the all nation of the world to step forward and to support Venezuela for their best survival, for the betterment of the people of the Venezuela, for the betterment of and the good relationship of Venezuela with the all other neighboring countries. Let them work independently. Let them make progress towards for the welfare of the people of Venezuela. Let them solve their own problem within the border of their country. Let them solve their political and socio-political, economical issues of the world. Let them enjoy their independence as independent people of the world. Let me recall one thing. What is the real meaning of independence? Independence means when the people of a certain independent country have the power to decide about their future. Let the people of Venezuela decide about their power. Let the people of Venezuela to select and elect their own leadership. Let the people of Venezuela to enjoy the power of the black gold, oil, the biggest resource and biggest source of income for their country. Let the people of Venezuela decide how they want to use their national income. Let the people of Venezuela to enjoy their leadership decisions and let them keep the power of their own vote. My dear brothers, ladies, gentlemen, and the people of the rest of the world, we are looking a better world to live. And each and every big or small country of the world, is it from Latin America or from America? Is it from Australia or from Asia? Is it from former Russian state? Is it from Middle East, from Africa, from where it is? We need harmony to live. We need peace in each and every country on the earth. for a better living. Let us join the hands instead of trying to overcome and to take the control on democratically elected governments. Let come and make a silent and open war against the terrorists who are killing the innocent people of the world, who are trying to destroy the all normal system of the so many countries. I wish that the people of the Venezuela will support and enjoy my words. I will request and I will ask all the neighboring countries of the Venezuela to give them a support for a better change, for better living, and for better welfare system. I am sure we need a policy in case of Venezuela, and that I call friend, 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 not master, not master, not master. My last word, make Venezuelan government and the people more close friends. Don't consider them enemies. Every Venezuelan people and every citizen of Venezuela have a nice and soft heart for his nation. Give your hand for a better life, for better change, for better future of the people of Venezuela. May God bless Venezuela, Venezuela. Thank you very much. God bless every person on earth. God bless every person.